Hey guys, this is Heretic, and in this video we're going to go over the top 5 things you need to do between castle levels 15 and 20. The 15 to 20 level range is really important because this is where you separate from a farm account to a main account. Most farms go to level 15 and they stop right there because that's as high as they need to get to be able to get iron and all the other resources. At this point, you will be pushing up level by level with the help of your farms, PvP, events, etc. for resources. And those resource needs really begin to jump. When you get to level 19, you'll have access to the Colossus, and you'll have access to totems at level 20. And this is a new thing. So before it was level 26, now it's been lowered down to level 20. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with the top 5 things you need to do. Number 1, you need to build your Guardian Temple. The reason you need to do this is not to start building angels, but to start collecting Guardian power every day. To collect Guardian power, you need to kill off some of your troops. So you can do that starting at level 15. You can do it every single day. You could hit a farm, you could hit an enemy player, you could hit one of your friends, and just with the right amount of troops so you lose some not so important troops, and you can start getting that Guardian power, and they won't lose anything because they're on defense. All right. Number 2. Pick whether you are going to focus on mages or archers. So in War and Order, you need to make this decision relatively early, and there's a few reasons why it's important. Not just the gear that you get, that's not that important, but research. So when you're going through and you're researching, you're going to focus your research on whatever it is between archers and mages that you've chosen. Also, in your Star Palace, you're going to want to pick the zodiac signs here that go with your choice. You can't do them all. It's going to take too long. So you want to focus on the ones that are going to give you the technology that is critical to you. Between levels 15 and 20, you will start participating in alliance events. And this is where you're going to start building troops, so that choice between archer and mage is also important there, because now you're going to want to start having the technology, which you're going to want to focus in one troop type, so that whenever you're pushing up, getting troops so that you can participate in this event, that you're doing it the right way. So very important that you pick whether you're going to focus on mages or archers. Number 3. Research. And this kind of goes with number 2. But in the previous video, you were focusing more on resources and development. Well, you're going to continue focusing some research here in development. Specifically, you're going to want to focus on architecture, rapid march, medical facilities so that you can have more wounded in your hospitals, and you'll also want to focus on wounded conversion. So a lot of people don't focus this in, but it is critical. So what this means is the percentage of wounded that whenever you're on an attack, those troops would have normally died. Now they actually go to your hospitals, that percentage of troops there. and you can get up to 10% here in research, which is great. Also, you'll want to focus up your research so you can research faster. And rapid march is also pretty important because you're going to want to start focusing on monsters at some point, so you'll want those. But in addition to that, you are finally, because you have chosen whether you are archer or mage, you can start your research in the military branch, where you can focus on draft, expansion, legion, leadership, horseshoes, and whatever your focus is. So you're going to focus on, if you're mages, you're going to want to do mage staff 1, 2, 3. In addition, right now you're going to be infantry. No one between 15 and 20 is going to cav, so you can do a little bit of research in that. But if you, in your head, you know you're going to be, say, archer cav, you can go ahead and do a little bit of training within cav as well as you go. All right. So the next thing that you're going to want to make sure you do every single day, in starting, especially starting in your 15 to 20 range and higher, you're going to want to make sure that you never miss a day of completing the star quest here in Star Ruins. And it's going to require, it's super easy. It's going to require you to gather. Later on, as you move up, you'll have to do some PvP. You don't lose any troops or anything within there. The quests that you get here, these rewards, are some of the best rewards that you can get as a free-to-play player. You would need them even if you are a whale. It's important you do that. It's free stuff. Why spend when you don't have to? Also, in addition to that, make sure you're doing your normal ruins every day, twice. And the better the group, the further you get, the better the rewards. Also, you want to do your infinite wars every single day. You don't have to buy anything. You just need to make sure you're doing it every day so that you can maximize the amount of stuff that you can get on the shops. You'll also want to do all the quests in the game. So all of these growth and daily quests, you should be pushing up. These daily quests are super easy to do. You're going to do stuff that's important to you and your alliance here. The donations are always important. So do all the quests and the events and stuff that are offered within the game. That's free stuff that you can get. Never miss out on it. Number 5. This one's really important. You want to make sure that your farms are always producing. They're always gathering. So you want to make sure that they were always going. You're watching it. You're monitoring all your farms. You're making sure that they're not getting zeroed. So you're keeping those troops out on tiles. You are cleaning them every day if possible. And you are doing everything you can to grow your main castle. The resources that you need now to move up are pretty high. Even if you have the Supreme card, it's still in the millions starting here at 15, 16 and above. And it only gets higher as you go. So the requirements only get harder as you go. So being very efficient with your farms, keeping them going, gathering on good tiles, gathering in elite mines if you can. It's really important to build that habit of doing that so that later on when the resource requirements get even higher, you'll be prepared for it. So that's my top 5 things that you need to do between castle level 15 and 20. Going from 20 to 26 is the next video in this series, and it's a really big jump within there. You're going to go through tier 8 and tier 9 troops, Things just get harder as you go, but you have more stuff available to you. And as you move up, it becomes more and more fun to play. All right. And so with that, take care.